Hello, welcome back to class. Today we are going to do fish pose. I thought it was pretty cool that many of you on the intake form requested fish pose. So I'm going to combine that with another request, and that is to take it easy, to do some stretches to increase flexibility. And so this class combines all that. If you recall, for fish pose, you're going to need a blanket or a towel. So you can put this video on pause and go get a blanket that you can fold and roll, or a towel, maybe a beach towel, and then come back. And I'll show you how to fold your blanket or towel. Okay. If you're using a blanket, you fold it into a square, and then you roll it. Let me back up a little bit. So you're going to roll it up. And most of you have done this before in class, so you're pretty familiar with the blanket. And you could just place that to the side for now. We do fish at the end of class, so we're just preparing. If you're using a towel, you're going to fold it in half. Okay. And now you're going to hold the folded side towards the ceiling. So the rounded part goes towards the ceiling. And you're going to fold it in half again. And now you're going to roll it. So you have a long towel. And you're going to roll. Okay? And again, you'll place it to the side as we'll be using it at the end of class. Let's take a moment to tune in. So sitting comfortably. And again, if you're still rolling, put the video on pause and then join in when you're ready. Taking a moment to relax your shoulders, your arms in a comfortable way for you. You can even close your eyes, relaxing the jaw and lips. And then bringing your attention all the way down the vertebrae to the tailbone, sit bones, backs of your legs, noticing how you are making contact with the ground. Just be very aware that you are seated, feeling your body touch the surface that is supporting you. And then finally, notice that you are breathing. All you're doing is noticing that you are breathing. Last breath. Turning your palms down, placing the palms on the thighs or the knees. For torso circles, leaning forward, over to one side, leaning way back. This is where you hold on to the knees or the shins. Side and forward. Keep going. The next time you're leaning forward, it may feel good to reverse your circles. And the next time you're tall, we'll pause there, keeping the hands on the knees or shins. Drop the shoulders. Find your breath. Seated spinal flexes, leaning back, holding onto the knees, chin towards chest. Moving forward, bending the elbows, lifting the chin, and then continue at your own pace. You can choose to move with your breath. This is your decision, your choice. Or just breathe comfortably and continue with the movements. And the next time you're moving through to center, we'll pause again to relax the shoulders, tall vertebrae. Last breath. And at the end of this exhale, you're going to extend both legs long out in front of you. Kneecaps are pointed up, heels press away. Hands come behind the body, fingertips face your body, palms down. For the first back bend, sun worshiper, leaning back, maybe drop the head, and remember to breathe. Remember to start with the belly, to come out, navel towards spine, hunch the shoulders, push off with the hands, reach up to the ceiling. Inhale, exhale to swan dive forward, hands touch the legs, and then relax. Drop the shoulders, drop the head. Perhaps breathing a little slower than you normally do, deeper than you normally do. To come out, navel towards spine, reach for your feet, reach for the ceiling, and hands will come down in your favorite way. Moving into the twist, bend your right knee and cross it over the left leg. Remember, you're twisting as if you're walking up a spiral staircase. I like to think of a corkscrew. Right? The very bottom of the corkscrew is the tailbone, navel, going up into the ribs, up the vertebrae to the middle of your back, up the vertebrae into the head. Last breath. And starting at the top of the staircase, at the top of the body, or corkscrew, you start to come out. We're going to do the same twist, but we're going to bend the bottom leg. So now you can just lean over to your left, bend the bottom knee. Both sit bones touch the earth. Zip up tall. Same thing. Move into the twist. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. And then, flowing out of the twist, keeping the legs crossed when you get to the bottom. In fact, we're going to cross them more. So you can kind of wiggle your feet outward. If this doesn't happen where you're stacking kneecap over kneecap, don't worry about it. It can still work like this. All we're going to do is lean forward. No matter where your knee is, you're still going to feel a nice stretch in the piriformis muscle, which is located in the glutes, deep in your bum muscles, the glutes. The hands can be on the feet or the floor in front of you. Or you may want to bring the hands behind you and interlace your fingers. And straighten your elbows for a shoulder opener. Again, you have choices. You get to decide which is best for you today. Couple more breaths. We're going to start to roll up the vertebrae. Keep coming up. And once you get tall again, you're going to extend the top leg out at an angle. This left knee is bent with the heel lined up with the middle line of the body. This long leg, knee is up, foot is flexed. Hips, shoulders, and ears are in line. We're going to go sideways. So reaching up to the ceiling, a really elongate from the hip to the armpit to the fingertip, and then slide your hand down your leg for a nice side bend, stretch. Last breath. Again, Like you learned last week, the inhales can help you lift up out of the posture. Exhale, hand down. We're going to twist again toward the bent knee. Hand goes to the knee or thigh. Opposite hand behind you. Turn to look over your left shoulder. Release. Pausing at center for a breath. And then you're going to go forward. So we want to keep the kneecap pointed up, like it has a flashlight attached to it, and the heel pressed away. So you're not going to let your knee roll with you. Kneecap up. And it doesn't matter how far you go towards the ground. You can stay at center. It may feel good to walk your hands diagonal. To each side. Again, you have choices. Last breath. Begin to roll yourself up or walk your hands in towards your body slowly, carefully, allowing the inner thigh to relax now as you come up. Legs come together with both legs forward, kneecaps up. All we're going to do is repeat this whole sequence. So hands come behind you, fingertips this time point away from you. It gives you a little different stretch. When you're ready, flow into your forward fold. When you're ready, reach up towards the ceiling. Bending the left knee for the twist. Crossing it over the long leg. Twisting to your left. Last breath. coming out on your own. Same twist, but with both knees bent. Be sure to anchor both sit bones to the floor. Elongate the vertebrae before twisting. Last breath. Flowing to center. Cow face pose with the legs. Forward fold. Any variation with the arms. On your next inhale, begin to roll yourself up slowly, carefully. Eventually, the top leg comes out at an angle. Elongate, reach up. Side bend. Using your inhale, if you wish to move with the breath, to come up. Pausing, relaxing the waistline. And then twisting to your right. Turning the head as if you were looking over your right shoulder. If your eyes are open, you can look over your right shoulder. Flowing it to center. Forward fold. Kneecap up. Any variation with your arms. at the end of this breath, begin to move back to center. Leg will eventually come in when you're ready. Just sitting for about 3 to 5 breaths. Allowing the benefits of this series to vibrate through your body, to assimilate what you've just done into your organs, into your bones, your muscles, into your mind. You can slowly open your eyes by looking down. And we're going to get that nice rolled blanket or towel that you have prepared. Placing it behind you, I want to remind you that your scapula, these bones, are going to go on the blanket. This blanket does not go around your waist. Your shoulders or armpits, see that okay? Your shoulders or armpits are on the back side of your blanket. Hold on, my little roll just flattened when I moved. And your arms are going to go out into T pose. Okay, I want to remind you a couple of things. First is that you'll be here for about 2 minutes. The second thing I want to remind you is to relax your rib cage. When you first lie back, your ribs are kind of engaged. So the best thing to do is blow the air out your mouth, like you're blowing out a birthday candle. And then breathe comfortably. The third thing I want to remind you is that your legs can be anywhere. You can have bent knees or straight legs. You could do a butterfly pose, and that you're welcome to change your legs anytime in the next minute and a half. You can also stretch your arms over your head for a few breaths. Many choices in a yoga practice. You can explore and find out what's best for you in this moment. This pose is a great counter pose to your daily life, because we spend most of the day hunched forward over the computer, over your books. You can separate the upper and lower teeth and allow your jaw joints to relax. You can relax your forehead, the space between your eyebrows. About 3 more breaths. To come out of this posture, you'll need to log roll over to one side. So you just decide which way you want to go, and that arm slides up by your ear. You log roll to your side, place both palms down on the floor, and gently guide yourself up, nice and slow, to a seated position. Finishing the practice by drawing the chin now towards the chest. And rolling the head so that the right ear rolls over towards the right shoulder. And then chin towards chest. And then the left ear towards the left shoulder. Chin towards chest. Please repeat that on your own. And the next time the chin moves toward the chest, slowly lift your head to center. Bringing the palms together. The light in me honors the beautiful divine light within you. Namaste.